to Mima's Place, everyone. So glad you stopped by tonight. I am filming this one again in the evening. I tend to do that because I work on the projects during the day and then I end up filming at nighttime. Anyhow, this is the newest one that I've come up with. As you can see, if you recall from the last video that I posted, I created these in Canva. They're little cards for the kiddos. And I'm using the same pattern again, but only a different design. Now the previous ones that you saw, if you recall, there were these, and it's a little card, and they say the same thing as these do inside. Only with these, we had created them for the Mott's assorted fruit. Now I don't know if the candy hearts actually, when they come in those little boxes, can fit in this because they're not on the market in my area. So I don't know if they do, or if they'll fit or not, so I couldn't tell you that. But these are actually for Hershey nuggets, and it fits 6 nuggets in the box here. I only had one because I wasn't able to go to the market to buy some more to show you. But if you do decide to do this project and put nuggets in here, know that it takes 6 of them. So 3 in the bottom, 3 on the top. And all you need to do is get cut up a 3-inch piece of pattern paper or plain paper, whichever one you want to use. And it's 3 inches by 1 inch. And you would use the score tape to actually fasten it around. I wouldn't use glue, only because this is food. So this gives you somewhat of an idea of what they look like. And we're going to make this one today. Now that I put this little heart in here because it helps keep the card in place. Again, these are the same cards. Let me take that out. See, they're the same cards. And this is the other one. So we're going to make this one tonight. Okay, so stay tuned for the tutorial. Keep in mind that the PDFs are all free. They're listed down below. I provide them free because freely this idea was given to me by the Lord. Okay, stay tuned. Okay, so we're going to begin with the girls' little Matchbox treat. Now, there's these Valentines. And to give you an idea, I did put a PDF, a free download that you can download under this video underneath in the details, and it also gives you the measurements for everything as well. As I stated, you can do it on the scoreboard or you can do it on the actual envelope punchboard. Now this one I'm going to do on the envelope punchboard. The first one that I did was actually on the scoreboard, but I didn't film that one. So this is on the envelope punchboard. And to give you an idea, that's this right here. Now, keep in mind, I'm sorry for shaking so much. Every time I move, the table seems to be shaking. But the PDFs are for the scoreboard as well as the envelope punchboard. So you have a choice of picking whichever one that you want. Now, the way that we do this is that this is the PDF, and it's going to look like this. So I have one for the actual scoreboard, if you have just a scoreboard, which is basically this right here. That's what this one is for. And then you have one for the envelope punchboard as well. They both make the boxes, this side of the box. And this is the measurements are slightly different on both of them, but they come out exactly the same. And this type of box is a reinforced box, so it has 2 on each side to make it very strong. I should say very strong. Okay? And that fits these little Hershey's. I didn't go out and buy any new Hershey's for this, but it fits actually 6 in here, and the way they fit is just like this. 3 this way, 3 this way. And then if you want to go ahead and decorate them, put that one extra layer, which is what I would do. It's a 3-inch strip cut by 1 inch, and you just go ahead and wrap it around. And that would be a really sweet treat to give the kids. So this is the actual directions for the envelope punchboard. And it states right here the actual size. and that actual size is 6 3/8 by 6 3/8. So you're looking at a piece of paper just like this. And then after that, just like it says here, it tells you the first punch of where to punch. So what you're going to do is, I'm going to place this to the side to give you an idea. I don't know if I can fit them both in the camera. Here, let me try. Every time I move, it just moves the camera so much. I'm trying not to do that. So I'm going to move this up just a little bit. And it says the first punch is at 2 3/8. So what you're going to do is you're going to look on your punch board right here, and you're going to look for 2 and then 3/8. And that is where you're going to set the first punch. So that's what you do, is you punch it right there, which I did on this one already. And then you use your little score, whichever score instrument you're using. And you see where this line is right here? This line right here? You're going to score it too. So after you punch it, let me find my space right here, 2 3/8. You're going to punch it and you're going to score. Then it says here, the second punch is 3 3/4 inch. So you're going to go to 3 3/4 inch. It's going to be right there. Let me bring it up for you. See, it's going to be right there. 3 and then 3/4. Doesn't really matter what I do. This is going to shake either way. You're going to go ahead and score, and then you're going to punch. And then what you do from here on, this is, you only do this on this right here, on these directions. You're only going to do it on the first side. After that, you're going to turn and rotate the paper. And you see where this notch is right here coming out? This notch right here? You're going to line it up with that score line right there. And then you're going to punch. And then you're going to do the second, excuse me, my paper moved. You're going to do this second one exactly the same way. But, oops, I forgot. And then also after you punch, make sure that you score it. So you're going to score it again. All the way. Let me make sure I did that right because I moved the paper a little bit. And then you're going to move to the second score line, and you're going to punch again, and you're going to score. I'm so sorry, I can't avoid this table moving. It just moves and I can't avoid that. So that will give you a good idea of how you do this, okay? And you're going to continue to do the same thing going all the way around. So once you've completed that, then it's going to look like this. I'm going to remove that scoreboard, and hold on just a second here. Let me move this to the side, and I want to get rid of all these little guys. And you see how it looks like this? Very similar. Again, I said I put the punch right there, second punch right there, the score lines you're making, and then you're going to keep rotating it after that and cutting it on the score line. Again, these instructions will be in the bottom and the details. Now, as I stated, this is a reinforced one, because I wanted it to be strong. Just, you know, kids, they don't handle things very softly. Let's put it. So we want to make sure that it's strong. So what you're going to do on these score lines is you're going to go ahead and fold them over, and then go ahead and fold this again. Keep this lever, keep that little lap down right here, and you're going to fold it over. And you're going to do that with every one of these. Go all the way around, folding it over, just like this, on that score line. Now, after you've completed folding all the corners using your bone folder, this is the bone folder, you're going to cut it at certain spots so that when you fold it up, it goes right in. So in this case, what we're going to do is we're going to cut it right here. I believe that's where I cut it. Yeah, cut it right there. And the reason we're going to do that is when this comes, this goes up, you're going to glue it in there. This comes down and it glues it right there. So that's what you're going to do. So let's go ahead and do that. And I'm going to take it slow so that you can follow along with me. I hope I'm making sense to everyone. And then you're going to glue it right there. So I'll bring it up to the camera so you can see. Now I'm not going to glue these. I'm not going to glue these laps down yet. I'm going to keep them up there. And then you're going to come around here. And this one needs to go up too. So you're going to cut right here. Just down to that score line. Don't cut any further than the score line. And then you're going to go ahead and put some glue right here. And seal it right there. In case you're wondering, I use art glitter glue. I do have Barely art glue as well, but I haven't been using that lately. I just use this one a lot. Okay, and then we have this one right here. We're going to do exactly the same thing on all sides of these. And since this glues quickly, it won't take me very long at all. Okay. And again on this side. If you feel you want to trim it a little on that to get it to go exactly the way you want, if there's a difficulty, I don't have any difficulty, but some people do. In the case that you do, feel free to do that. Okay. Now that they're all glued, what we're going to do is we're going to take and glue them down to the side. So what I do is I glue both sides first and then I bring both sides in. So I'm going to start here. And I'm going to glue it here. And you see how it's reinforced by this as well? Because that's one side, this is another side, and it makes it really very, very strong. Okay? So I won't have you watch me glue all sides. I'm just going to go ahead and skip to the next portion. So once done, your box should look like this. Now you see the sides that are right here. So you can... Now what some people do, you can just leave it like that. I don't think it's going to make a difference. But some people put an inside in, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to glue this in. This makes it sturdier. So this also has a layer. And that size is actually 3 1/4 by 2 3/4. So that's the size of this paper right here. Now what you want to do is the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to take a sheet. We're going to take this little guy and we're going, this long sheet, which is 8 inches long by 3 3/4 inches wide. So it's 3 3/4 this way, 8 inches this way. And what you're going to do is you're going to fold it around. What I do is I just go like this and I fold it around. And it is a little bit bigger, and I made it purposely a little bit bigger. So you just go ahead and you fold your sheet around, whatever pattern paper that you use, and then glue it together. And basically I've already done one, so this is what I used. And it'll be going like this. Now mine tore a little bit right here because let me give you a little tip here. When you score, because mine is photo paper, score it on the photo paper side. Do not score it on this side. And that's what I did, and that caused it to cut, because the other ones, when I scored them on this side, it didn't cut. But the one that I decided to change it over because I thought it would be better was this one, and it cut the paper. So that's just a little tip for you. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to glue it down. So here you go. this side. So I'm going to go ahead and glue it down. Now you're not gluing it to the Matchbox just yet. You're just gluing the cover. And you see how this looks a little uneven? I'm going to take out my Matchbox from here, my sliding Matchbox, and I'm going to line it up a little bit better. There we go. Okay, that's better. And just in case you have an uneven side like this, which I do, I'll go on this side and I'll just snip it off really quickly. And you can't even tell it, see? So that's how easy that is, and make sure you don't make it too tight because you want to be able to have it slip in and out. All right? Now that's our Matchbox. And now we're going to make the Valentines that go with it. So we're going to take the other one that we were looking at. Let's see, hold on. We're going to use this as our example. And we're going to head and glue these together. And bring it up in the camera. There you go. Isn't that cute? That is so cute. And what you're going to do is that this is going to be the bottom that it stands on. So your Valentine is not going to see how this one goes. It's not all the way down to the bottom. That's what you're going to do. The same thing here. You're going to hide a little bit of the kitty. Just to have the little kitty peek over just a little bit. You're going to eyeball it to get the center of it. So we see that it's right there. And we're just going to put some glue over here. I'm just going to put it right here. It's enough just to hold it. And then I'm going to eyeball it, meaning that I'm just going to center it the best way that I can. Letting that little kitty show just a little head of the little kitty. Starting to look so cute already. Okay, so we're going to place this to the side. We're going to let this dry a little bit. Got some glue right there. This is coming unglued, so I'm going to put a little bit more glue right here because I want it to stay. Just hold my finger there for just a bit. Okay, so we're going to put this to the side, and we're going to take our card. Now this card is 6 inches going across, 4 inches down. You're going to fold it in half, or you can score it at 3 on your scoreboard. And this is what I did on my computer. I put Happy Valentine's Day there. You saw that in a previous video. And then this piece right here, this piece is actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, and looks like it's 4 7/8. I'm sorry, that's not right. Hold on. This is 4 inches. So this is 3. This is 3 7/8 by, let's see, that would be then 2 7/8. This one is going to be just 1/8 difference. So this is going to go down even more to 2 3/4 by 4 by 3 3/4. I think it is, yeah. Let me make sure that's correct. Yeah. Okay. So you're going to go ahead and glue that. And I'll give you a good idea on this. And then you're going to glue it also then on here. So let's go ahead and glue that. You can use score tape if you, score tape, this, oops, this is from scrapbook.com. You can use that. Either one will do. The only reason I'm using the glue is I think of the kids, because the kids are kind of rough with things. They're not very gentle. And so you don't want it falling off. And that's how come I prefer to do it that way. Now what you're going to do next is you're just going to go ahead and glue it right here. It's going to cover the little dog right there, but it shows in the front as well. I didn't realize it would cover that. Otherwise, I created these in Canva, and I would have made it more to the left, more to the right, so that you could at least see one of the dogs or one of the cats. But I didn't realize that until after it was all said and done. So that tells you this. Now, what I did here is I took a 1-inch heart and I glued it to right here, so that and I made a slit in it. And this slit, I also just want to show you what a mistake I just did on camera. That you see I put glue on there, and this glue shouldn't have been on there. This one I didn't do that. I didn't. Oh yeah, I did that with. Oh well, I did it twice. Oh well. Anyway, you know better not to do that. And so anyway, what I'm saying is that go ahead and glue this little heart right here. And what I did is I just kind of put the heart inside, and then I put this on here so that I could know where to glue the heart without it sticking on any of the card. And that helps keep the card closed. So just hold it with your fingers just a little bit here for just a little while. And then I have these tiny, tiny little hearts. Now these hearts come from a project where that I actually had it cut out tiny little hearts, and most people would have thrown them away, but I just thought, you know, I think I can use that for a project. So I saved a bunch of them, and that's where I have these tiny little hearts from. It's actually from a die that wasn't meant, it just had to, it was the rosettes that had little hearts in them, and these little hearts came out of that. And so what I'm doing right here is just going to put that, oops, that's a little too much. And I'm going to put the heart right here. One right there. And I'm going to turn this one over because I can see that it's on the wrong side. It may be hard for you to see, but I can see it. And put this right here. And then I also put a heart in the front over here. I hope you don't hear the donkey. There's a donkey, and my home is backed up to a farm. And so I hear horses and donkeys and pigs and chickens. I love it, actually. But right now he's making some noise back there. So that actually concludes the entire, this is how it looks. I hope you can see that really well. And again, these are for the little treats. There are 6 of them that go in here. And I'm so sorry, I didn't have enough of these to wrap around to show you, but that's what they're made for. All right, y'all. I thank you so much for watching my video. Please like and subscribe. It's one of the ways that the channel grows. So, and I appreciate every one of you, and I thank you for taking your time. I know there's other channels that you can be watching, and I don't take it for granted that you've stopped by to watch my channel. I do appreciate you. I love you. Jesus loves you. And you have a great day, okay? Know that you are blessed, all right? Do like and subscribe. Just look below and it'll show you. Bye-bye.